Hi guys, welcome to this video. So in this video, we are going to create a case for this iPhone 15 Pro Max. Like we have created this iPhone 15 in our last video, right? So if you don't watch that video, so kindly go and watch that so that you will able to understand what we are going to do in this video. Okay. So we are going to create a case for this. Okay, and then we are going to assemble and we are going to import the case into this model. Okay. So yep, before that, let me hide this image because it will ruin our part, right? So let me just hide this image, so then now we can go for creating our parts. Okay, let's go for the new, and I'm going to rename it as iPhone 15 case, and unclick the default template, and select our template as spot solid ABS. Okay, so now let me just turn on all the datum planes, and let me just go for the front sketch and go for the sketch view. So here I'm going to use the same dimension which we have used for our previous part for creating that mobile, right? iPhone 15. So we are going to import all the dimension, like we are going to have an offset of 1 mm for each of that. Okay, or else like you can directly open this part, and you can assemble this part at a single place, and then you can directly create a new part in that assembly itself. Okay, it doesn't play a big role. Like even you can do like this, or else you can do like that. Okay, so let me just adjust this height value as 159.9. So this will be the exact height, so I'm just going to add offset of 1, so 160.9. Okay, let's enter, and this width as 76.7, it is previous value, so I'm just going to increase the value of 1 here, and then yeah, let's say okay. So, and for the fillet feature, let me just go for the fillet from here till here. I need yeah, the fillet value of 14.29, so that will be our previous value. Okay, so now we can directly do this for all the edges. Okay, so yeah, let me go for the fillet again. Select this, and this, and this. Let me go for the equal, select this, and let me just select this also. So now we can able to change. If we change this, entire thing will be changed, or else you can directly select equal, you can directly select this and this, and yeah, everything will be changed according to this value. Okay, so then I'm just going to offset all this, so I'm just going for the loop, and the offset value will be, let's say it as 3. Okay, it looks good. So let me just close this, close the sketch, and let's go for the extrude. Okay, sorry, it has been closed. So let me just go on with the shading with edges, and then I'm just going to flip this towards backside, and yeah, the extrude length as 8.45. It will be the extrude value except the camera value. Including the camera, it will be like around 12.25. So I'm not going to use the cameras because we are going to create another extrude for the camera, right? So for this extrude, we just have to enter a value of 8.45, but on the front side, we need some extrude, right? So for the front, let me go for the side 2 blind, and I'm going to add a value of 1. I think yeah, one will be fine. So let's say okay here. So now we have created our part here, right? So yep, let's save this part under 115 case. Okay, okay, good. So yeah, we can close this part, and we can close this part, and now we can go for the assembly. So this will be iPhone with case. Okay, let's select the unit as ASM design ABS. Okay, so then let's assemble our first part, that will be iPhone 15, right? Oops, sorry. Yeah, this will be the part. So open it, and I'm going to keep this as a default position, and then let's say okay here, and yeah, Let's check whether this image has been imported here or not. Okay, it is not imported, so yeah, we don't want to worry about that. Like, um, let me just open the part separately. And I think like if we add image in this part, I think it will be synced there. Yeah, it looks good, right? So yeah, let's close this part. And now let's go on the assemble our second part, the case that we have created, right? So we have not completed the case, we just drawn a profile for that. So then we can able to match this. Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to use the user defined function for this. Center plane, center plane, and this center plane with this center plane. Oops, it got too big, right? um yeah, can see here. Okay, I think like we have to. Okay, so let me just place this part here. Okay, it has some rotational axis, so we need to place this plane and this plane. Okay, and yeah, we just have a distance relationship, and I'm going to drag it like this. Okay, so this will be like the entire depth value, like extruded value will be 8 point, sorry, 8.45 divided by 2. Okay, so it will be the exact value for this. Okay, so now we need to reduce the width and height value. So for that, so let me just open this part again. So let's go for the edit definition. So I'm just going to let's check whether this is same. Okay, so this will be 81.56. Yes. So because like we have created filters for this, so when we use equal constraints, like sometimes it will be automatically turn this entire thing, right? So let me just go for the sketch again. So this will be 160.9 and this will be 77.7. Okay, so yep, so let me just go for the offset loop. And yeah, so yes, offset loop. So this and the value will be 3, and let's click on OK here. So or else like you can directly add a fillet here separately for each and every just like this, or else like you can directly extrude this part and then you can add a round feature after extruding and after converting your 3D part. Okay, so this value will be 14.29. Okay, and like we need to edit this for all the individual round edges. Okay, so yeah, 14.29, and yeah, for this also 14.29. Okay, so yeah, we have completed this. So now we can check whether this is same. Yeah, same, and the width is 77 points. Okay, so it looks good now. So let's go for the offset loop and let's offset everything to a value of 3, and let's close this. Okay, so let me save this part. Let's go for the assembly again, and now we can able to see like our entire part has been assembled correctly. Like you can able to see that there is no gap between the phone and the case. Like we have a set like a correct direct dimensions, right? So then for the inner face, like yeah, for the back face, like we need to create, right? So for that I'm just going to make active this part, and yeah, let me just deactive something and let's turn on the image. Like we have created hide that if we need to hide this, like we have to go for the previous part, right? So let me just go for this, and yeah, view images, and now I'm going to hide this image, and let's save this part. And yeah, if we go back there and you can able to see this, right? Because we don't want the image at the end of this part, we need this image, right? So let me just make this part as an active part, and I'm just going to sketch on this face. So yeah, let's go for sketch, and let's go for the sketch view. So yeah, here I'm just directly going to provide a back face for our case. So I'm just directly moving on with the project tool, or else like if this project tool is not working for you, you can directly use reference for these lines, and then you can use able to use this project tool. Okay, so let me just select all the outer edges to project the surface, and now you can able to see our sketch is got completed. And yeah, for this I need to create a reference, right? So because we need to create a whole feature, extrude cut whole feature for this. So yeah, let's go for the project again, close this, and let's go for the project again. Let me select this surface, this line, and this curve, this line, this. Oh yeah, so let me just close all this. Let me just delete everything, because we need to create extrude cut on the outer surface of this, like here, right? Because we are going to extrude that. Okay, so I'm just going to use this. Okay, so yeah, I think our sketch has been completed. So now let's click yeah, like if something like if it is not working for you, you can take this reference like this. Okay, like I said before, if you are going to use any project tool, if the tool is not working, you can directly use this reference and you can use that. Okay, let me just click on OK here, and now let's go for the extrude. So yeah, this extrude length, like yeah, like I said before, this total length it will be 12.25, right? And then if it is divided by 8.25, the camera extrude will be 4.80. Like I have made some calculation, and then I have finally come up with a value of 1 here. Okay, so yeah, we have completed our part. So what else do we need to create? Like we need to create extrude for the camera. So let's go for the extrude directly, and let's go for the sketch view. So here at first, yeah, like that we can directly go for the project tool because it is working for us, right? So we don't want to go for any further thing, right? Let's project all this, and yeah, let me draw circles with the center point as a reference. Okay, and for this, and for this, and for this also. Okay, so this will be the torch light, because we will have a hole for the torch light, right? So now let's click on OK here, and this extrude length will be like 12.25 minus 8.45. Okay, and that will be the total height of this phone, like a case. Okay, and then let's check whether this is good or not. Okay, it looks really good. So let's click on OK here, and you can see that we have completed our part, right? And what else, like do we need to add here? Like let me just make it active on this part, and yeah, now you can see it looks really good. Okay, so yeah, let me hide all this, and you can see like it is very good. So for the next, like yeah, we have to create an extrude feature for the power buttons, and on the left side we need to create a hole for the like extrude part for the volume buttons, right? And for the bottom, yeah, as the same charger holes and speaker holes. So we have to do all that, like without any exact dimension we can't able to do that. So for that I'm just going to make this entire part as an active part. I'm just going to take this inner mobile as a reference part for me. So yeah, everything is good. So I'm just going to change appearances for the outside part, so then we can be able to view inner part also. If I'm going to add a glass part, means then you can able to see yeah, it has a transparent look, right? We can able to see the inner edges and inner display, right? Yeah, it looks good. So yeah, we can directly sketch on the surface. So directly select the extrude and go for the sketch view. Okay, so here either you can take a reference, or else you can directly go for the project tool. So let's project this and this. Okay, so now it's yeah, let's go for the extrude, and you can't able to see the yellow color because we have created a separate color for this part, right? So we can't able to view the extrude color, so it doesn't play a big role. We can directly just add a line by this reference, right? So yeah, I think this will be one. It is fine for me. Okay, so then for the other side, like we need to create this same extrude for the volume buttons also. So let's check what this is. This looks good. Yeah, okay, it is got created successfully. So let's select the surface, extrude, and let's go for the extruded view. So here let me just directly go on for the project tool. Like in for the previous power button we have checked whether this is working by reference, like it is worked, right? So you can, if this doesn't work, you can directly take a reference and then you can directly project this. Okay, so this will be the same as one, and let's click on OK here. And yeah, we need to create this hole, right? So let's select on this extrude and go for the sketch view. Here also we can directly take a project on this and this, and let's click on OK here. And we need this to be a whole feature, right? So let's flip it, and the value, or else like you can directly select this to all option, then you can select this surface. But yeah, for this like we have a dimension, right? Because this extrude length, it will be yeah, like we have an offset feature of 3, right? Okay, so 3, I think this is fine. Or else like you can also increase this if you want, because that will be the whole feature. Or yeah, because sometimes due to some tolerance our part will not have an exact hole. So for that, either you can expand like this. Okay, okay, so for this um I think this will be fine. Yeah, so this will be good. So let's click on OK here. So we have completed this, and what else do we need to add here? Yeah, it looks really good. Okay, so then yeah, for the charger holes, like we have to create this extrude cut feature. So let's go for the extrude. Let's go for the sketch view. So here let's go for the project, and let's project all the sketches that we need to create extrude cut feature for that. Okay, so select this circles and this charger hole and these speaker holes. Okay, this and this and this. Okay, so let's close this and let's click on OK here, and let's go for the extrude. Okay, okay, it got closed. Okay, so this will be, I'm going to flip the direction, and this will be for, okay, let's click on OK here. So yep, we have done this feature. Yeah, it looks really good. So let's make it as an active part, entire part as an active part. And then you can't able to see the case, right? Because we have had some transparency color here. Okay, here it got placed on an exact position, as you can see here. And for the bottom, yeah, it is created really good, really good. So yep, we have completed our part. And what else do we need to add here? Yeah, we need to create some round features for this, right? So let's make this entire part as an active part. Yeah, before that, let me just delete all the appearances that we have gave for the part, right? Yep. Okay, it looks good. Okay, oh, like we have not selected the remove material option here, right? I think so. Yeah, because we have not selected the remove material option, so for that, like we have got our extruded part here. Okay, so now it looks good. So yeah, let's create some round features here. So let's make this part active, and let's go for the round, and let's select this line, and I need this will be like yeah, 0.5, it's good for me. Okay, so then control key plus this, and on the opposite side for the power button also, right? Let's click on this, and then let's click on OK here. Okay, like we have done this part, like you can see it has some curved edges, so this will have some good look, like, right? So yep, like we have completed this part. And what else like do we need to add here? So let me just make this entire part as an active part, and let me just open the part as a case separate again, and let me just save this part once more, right? So then we can directly close this, because we don't want that, right? And yeah, so let me just open this mobile also, and then we can have this wallpaper view, and then let's save this part, and let's close this. Let's close this also. Now we can able to see we have our wallpaper, right? So yep, and yeah, so for this, like we need to add some transparency color for the case. So so that only we can able to view the Apple logo which is on the back side, because most of the buyers who buys the Apple phone, so they will allowed to have their logo which has to be viewed on the back side. Okay, so I'm just going on with this transparent material. So let me just like this glass, just like this, and let's see. Okay, here. So now you can see this is a transparent. We can able to see the Apple logo, but here you can see this is very transparent. I can't even see whether this mobile has some case or not. It looks like an invisible case, right? So let's go for the edit and let's reduce the transparency value. Okay, so let's turn this like this and let's reduce the value. Okay, let's change the color also. Let's go for the blue. Okay, it doesn't looks good. And red, orange. Yeah, okay, it's not good. So let's go for the purple shaded pink color. Okay, okay. I'm not sure like whether this color will suit this mobile or not. Okay, okay. So let me just increase the transparency like this. Okay, I think this looks fine. Let me just reduce this. Okay, okay. So let me just. Okay. Okay, so yeah, like I think like we have done a mistake here, because we can able to see the shades here, right, for all the buttons that we have created here. Like let me just check one more time whether it is a shade or it's a glitch, right? So here you can see that we have a glitch on this part. So let's click on OK and let's close this. Let's have a zoom view here. Okay, let's make this part as an active. Okay, so we have done a mistake here, because if we are going to extrude a part, so for that we need to create internal extrude also, right? You can able to see that there's a glitch here. Like when you zoom like this, you can able to see this, right? So this is like an overlapping feature, and you can see like this will be distance of one, but we have not created any extrude cut feature for this, right? So yeah, I think this will be the big mistake that I have done. So let me just select this extrude and let's go for the edit, and for the side 2 that will be blind. Okay, so this will be like yeah, go on to remove material, and okay, I think okay, let's have a value of 2 here, and then let's click on OK and let's check whether this is working or not. Okay, so this doesn't work, so we have to open this part separately and then we have to do this. So let me just undo the step that we have done before. Okay, okay, so sorry. So this also okay. So yeah, we have to open the part separately and then we have to create the extrude cut feature for this. So let's go for the sketch view, and let me just take a reference for this, with this top face, and for the bottom, and yeah, this is fine. So let's go for the reference, and yeah, where is that like I can't able to find this curve. Oops, like, yeah, sorry, like I forgot to select the reference and then I have to select this. Sorry, so sorry for that. So yeah, let me close this and let me go for the sketch view. So here, like we can directly project all this. Like let's go for project this, and not this one. Okay. Oh, project again. This one, and this. Okay. Let's close this, and now let's go for the remove material option. Yeah, we have to flip this. So okay, remove material, good. So now we need to adjust the value. So, oh, so closed. Okay, so this will be value of 2, Okay, it will be fine. So let's click on OK here. Now we have to do the same on the other side also. So yeah, let's select the surface, and let's go for the extrude, and let's go for the sketch view. So before that, let me take a project directly here itself. This curve and this curve. So now let's close this and let's click on OK here. Now let's remove material, flip the direction, and the value was 2. Okay, so let's click on OK here, and yeah, let me close the part and regenerate one more time. And now you can able to see that there is no glitches here, right? Because sometimes when you assemble two parts, if you have assembled with every dimension as a perfect dimension, so then also you will be able to find some glitches there. Okay, so so sometimes like i I will recommend you guys to go on with the exact value, so then you can't able to, like, you don't want to focus on these things, right, if you have followed the same feature here. So let me just increase the transparency for this view, for the shading with edges, and let me just reduce. Okay, finally I have come up with this color. I think this is good and this is okay for me, right? So that's all, guys. Like, we have completed this part. So yeah, guys, so thank you for watching. So if you want more videos related Creo or any other mechanical related content or parts or assemblies, like it may be anything, so you can directly comment below so that I can put videos based on that. Or else, like, if you need any content based on the Power BI or a separate tools on the Power BI, you can directly comment below so that I will upload videos on that. Okay, so thank you, guys. Like, we will see next video. Until then, bye.